What is good, YouTube? Well, welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're going to be doing a new look Dallas Mavericks rebuild. Into this rebuild though, I'm going to go ahead and just simply ask, if you have not subscribed, make sure to do so. We're trying to hit 6,000 subs before the end of August. If we're able to do that, I will repay you guys with another giveaway. Also, leave a like if you enjoy the video, and I think that's about it. I think that's all I have to say. Social medias are in the description. Other than that, guys, let's go ahead and do this Dallas Mavericks new look rebuild. So, yeah, I mean, they have Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis, which obviously is the two main players we are going to try to build around today. I don't think I'm going to try to trade either of them. Dwight Powell just got paid this offseason with a contract extension for, 11 mil over the next 3 years. JJ Barea is still here. Tim Hardaway's on actually a 2-year deal if he's probably going to accept that. They did sign DeLon Wright and Seth Curry. Dylan Brunson is still here as well. They also signed Boban Marjanovic, which, by the way, guys, I plan on, once we are done with all these new look rebuilds, I plan on doing some player rebuilds like Boban Mavericks rebuild, like Anthony Bennett Rockets rebuild, Taco Fall Celtics rebuild, all those kind of players that are like, very popular, but not that, like, I don't know how to explain it. I think you guys understand what I'm trying to say, but that's what I plan on doing eventually. So once we are done with all these new look rebuilds, look out for that to finish off 2K19. Other than that, guys, for this first season, I don't think I'm going to do a whole lot. I think I just kind of want to see how this team will do. Just curious of how they want to start everybody. They want to start JJ Barea, Tim Hardaway, Luka, Kristaps, Boban, Dwight Powell, DeLon Wright, Seth Curry, and Jalen Brunson, and Maxi Kleber. If I'm completely honest with you, I might run a 9-man rotation and have Maxi Kleber in it and send Jalen Brunson to the G League to be my starting point guard for the video. I think that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to do it like that. I think that's the smartest thing to do here. Is there anybody else I could send to this G League? Justin Jackson, I could, I guess. Brokoff, Roby. I'm gonna go ahead and send Justin Jackson to the G League as well. Other than that, guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just simulate this first season. Let's go ahead and see what the system efficiency is at. We're at a balanced rating. If we go to Great and Grind, it's 2 stars, so I won't do that. It's pace and space, perimeter centric. So I'll probably just stick with balance because it's on 3.5 star. We'll see what happens, and for this first season, we'll reflect from there. Not expecting to make the playoffs by any means, but hopefully by the end of this video, we can get another star around Kristaps and Luka Doncic. At the end of the first season, we went 28-54, which leads us right to the draft lottery. We didn't have a very good first season. That's fine. I'll show you guys the stats right after this draft lottery. But I know the Dallas Mavericks have their 2020 first-round pick, so if this does end up going to Atlanta, because this game is a year behind, I'll get it back anyway. So let's see what pick we can land. We land the 3rd pick overall, which I can definitely live with that. Other than that, let's go ahead and show the stats. Well, I still remember to show you guys, but here were the player stats. We had 21.5 from Kristaps Porzingis, which I think would be a great sign for Dallas Mavericks fans and just NBA fans in general, just to see Kristaps Porzingis play like he did before he got injured. And Luka Doncic had himself 21 points as well. Tim Hardaway with 14, JJ Barea with 12.8. Dwight Powell with 12, Seth Curry 8, and DeLon Wright with 8, and Boban had 7 and 7, which isn't too bad at all. And a block a game, so that's awesome. But I'm going to definitely keep Rick Carlisle. We have a very good trainer and a very good head scout. The only thing I will do is fire my assistant coach, though, and hire this guy. And I think that's the only thing I'm going to do for that. But we have the 3rd overall pick. So, I mean, we're guaranteed at least RJ Hampton, Anthony Edwards, or James Wiseman. One of those 3, I'm cool with taking one of them. So I'm not going to go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and draft somebody. Let's just go ahead and see what the first 2 selections are, though. The Indiana Pacers select. Let's see who they take. They take James Wiseman out of Memphis. I'm hoping Anthony Edwards slips to me, but if he does not, I'm cool with RJ Hampton as well. So let's see who the Phoenix Suns take, and we should be all good. The Phoenix Suns select LaMelo Ball, which means Anthony Edwards will be ours, which is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So welcome the Dallas Mavericks. Anthony Edwards, we're going to play at the shooting guard and keep Luka Doncic at the 3, I guess. Or we could just move Anthony Edwards to the 3. One of the, I'm probably just going to leave it the way it is, though. Not going to change Kristaps, or not going to change Luka, and just leave Anthony Edwards at the shooting guard position, which will be very nice. But we'll go ahead and sign him, and that should be a very, very, very good Justin Jackson, and we're going to go ahead and accept those offers, of course. Qualifying offers, none. And I don't know if we're going to have any cap space or if any or we're supposed to or not, but we do have Tim Hardaway's awful contract. Courtney Lee, we're going to go to renounce. I'm going to go ahead and renounce like all these guys. No, JJ Barea is like a long-term Dallas Maverick, but I'm going to go ahead and move on from him. And Mavericks fans might want to see him back, but sorry, man. Going to move on. But anyway, Seth Curry and Tim Hardaway. So I like Seth Curry as our backup shooting guard. Delon Wright is a very nice backup point guard, and I could live with Jalen Brunson being our starting point guard. Other than that, Tim Hardaway, I definitely want to trade. Luka Doncic and Justin Jackson, I can live with the small forward. Power forward, we got Kristaps, Maxi Kleber, Dwight Powell, and Boban Marjanovic. So the only thing I want to change is really the center spot. I obviously can't afford DeMarcus Cousins out here, so we're going to have to make a trade to get a good center. And I know the Mavericks don't have their 2021 first round pick or their 2023 first round pick, and it doesn't look like it's on here anyway, so that's awesome. But other than that, guys, let me see where we could maybe get this. So what center do I want? DeAndre Jordan? No, that didn't work out, obviously. We could probably get Drummond. He's really cheap, but let me just look around in the league for somebody else. Karl-Anthony Towns, Steven Adams. We could probably get Steven Adams easily. DeAndre Ayton's probably going to be impossible to grab. Drummond, I've gotten Drummond quite often before. Nikola Vucevic definitely was rumored there for a little bit that the Mavericks had interest in him, but he did end up going back to the Magic. Gobert obviously would be nice, but I'm definitely looking for a center that Jonas Valanciunas. We could get Brook Lopez. What we could do is try to get Joel Embiid. Obviously, I'm not going to do that though. I could just grab Bam Adebayo from the Miami Heat. He should be relatively cheap, possibly. And let me just trade finder Tim Hardaway Jr. and Dwight Powell. I'm just curious to see what that could give me. You know, combined they make about $30 million. So if I could, turn this into a center, that would be the greatest thing ever. Bobby Portis, obviously, I don't want that. Steven Adams, not really my cup of tea, honestly. You know what I could do is just wait it out, maybe not trade for a center so soon and just leave it be for now. And if there is something that comes up, maybe then I could go for a center. But as far as the affordable centers out here, we have Alex Len, Mason Plumlee, Kenneth Faried, Willie Hernangomez, Nerlens Noel. So I mean, there's some decent centers out here that I could just sign for the the season. Like Jakob Poeltl wouldn't be bad to have him for like 1 year or 2 years. Plumlee wouldn't be bad, or I could just roll with Dwight Powell and Boban, which I think I will do to start it out. So what I'm going to do is just roll with the guys we got. And worst case scenario, I could make a trade at the trade deadline for a center or something like that. I don't want to rush this too much because I think we have a good team going here, and I don't want to trade assets too quickly. But if how much money are we projected to have next offseason? That's something that's important. I think it's gone now, so I'm gonna have to look here in a little bit. But definitely want to try to trade for a center if I'm not gonna have any money next year in free agency, which is a very big possibility depending on what happens. Plus Luka, I'm not sure if he is going to be a free agent next year or not. I think that might be in a couple years, but I could be wrong. Let me go ahead and download the right draft class though, of course. That way we have everything set in stone here. And then hopefully I can look at the salary cap table now. Only thing that sucks about this part is 2K likes to freeze for a second, which, is very annoying, but it is what it is. So you guys can just listen to me for a second and then wait for that. All right, now we can move. So let's see where salary cap table. Negative $7 million. We're projected $29 million before player options. Luka Doncic is gonna have a big player option, so that's gonna leave us about 18 million. Then that's gonna leave us about 17 million. So we're gonna have about $17 million in cap space next year, as long as I don't give any contract extensions out. So yeah, I mean, there's a big possibility I decide to make a trade because Justin Jackson will be a free agent. Who else will be a free agent? Tim Hardaway will be a free agent. So I mean, we could wait it out till free agency next year. We'll go ahead and see what we decide to do. Could stop at the trade deadline. I'm not for sure yet what we'll do. But Jalen Brunson, I'm gonna go ahead and move him to untapped potential camp. Let's go ahead and move Anthony Edwards there as well. Actually, Justin Jackson, and then we'll move Dwight Powell there as well, since he's probably going to be our starting center for the year anyway. So that'll be good there. And let's go ahead and look at this rotation together that we got going here. I think we have a pretty decent one. I'm going to run 9 players. Jalen Brunson, Anthony Edwards, Luka Doncic, Kristaps Porzingis, Dwight Powell, Justin Jackson, Timmy Hardaway, DeLon Wright, and Seth Curry. So yeah, that's looking pretty good if you ask me. Although, yeah, we'll go ahead and leave it the way it is. We have a lot of guards coming off the bench, but that's all right. I mean, I'd rather have Boban come off the bench for maybe Seth Curry, I guess, because we already have DeLon Wright and Tim Hardaway. So we'll do that. Seth Curry will get minutes in a couple of years, but this year I'll go ahead and just leave it the way it is. Other than that, we are at a 4-star rating at balance, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it at balance. Semi to the end of the second season, and let's see if Anthony Edwards can help us make the playoffs. We're at the trade deadline, and this is probably going to be impossible to get, but if I could get Karl-Anthony Towns here, that would be amazing. I would absolutely love if we were able to do that. But when you look at the team intel for the Timberwolves, they're the 15th seed right now, and it says they're selling. With the right offer, every player on this team can be had via trade, which is what I want to do. I want to try to get Karl-Anthony Towns. I mean, there's some other teams we could go with. The Wizards are selling. The Bucks are buying. Joel Embiid is untouchable on the 76ers. Giannis obviously is untouchable. There's nobody on the Bulls I'd want. Hassan Whiteside, I guess we could get if, you know, we're desperate enough. But, you know, I really like the idea of getting Karl-Anthony Towns. Just a matter of, can I get him? I'm going to try. Gonna be hard, but let me see if I can get him. I'm gonna have to mortgage my whole future to get him, I think. But you know what? It might be worth it. So Tim Hardaway and Dwight Powell for Karl-Anthony Towns. Obviously, they're gonna take that straight up. What is this? What do they say? You're asking me to give away none of the assets. So we're gonna have to trade like all of our first, I think, that we have. If we can get Karl-Anthony Towns, though, we don't even have any first, man. Okay, so this might be impossible to do, actually. Justin Jackson. We could throw in Justin Jackson as well. And you give me like Steven and Anoch. I bet if I threw in Anthony Edwards, I could get Karl-Anthony Towns, but I don't know if I want to do that because I really like keeping Anthony Edwards here. He has a 3.5 star rating. Let me just see if they would take this. I've never gotten Karl-Anthony Towns before, man, and I've had Anthony Edwards in rebuilds before. So just let me see if they would take it, man. I don't know, man. I would absolutely go insane if we're able to get him. Okay, it's still not working, so we might not be able to get him. Okay, so what about if we threw in let's throw in Justin Jackson again, I guess, and you give me a Kogi. All right, so Karl-Anthony Towns probably impossible to trade here. I want to see if I could get him, but probably can't. So I'm looking at the Pistons, and Andre Drummond is always so cheap, and we need a center. And if I don't trade for him now, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get him. So because I do have, you know, 2 players that combine to make 30 million. So let me go ahead and grab Tim Hardaway and Dwight Powell and just grab Andre Drummond from the Pistons because I think Andre Drummond will be the best fit here. They're not going to do it for that. How about if I threw in a couple of seconds? And no, okay, I'll throw in a future 2024 Dallas Mavericks first rounder. No, they still don't want to do it. How about another second? And they agree. Just like that, we get Mr. Andre Drummond, who I think is going to complete our team as far as everything is concerned. But, you know, this first season's going to, or the second season's going to be a wash because we're obviously very bad right now. We're 20-34. Not going to make the playoffs most likely unless we go on some massive streak. But let's go and look at the 9-man rotation now. Jalen Brunson and Anthony Edwards, Luka, Kristaps, Drummond, Justin Jackson, DeLon Wright, Seth Curry, and Boban Marjanovic. So, yeah, very good team. Other than that, guys, I'm going to assume to the end of the season, and we'll go and finish this out. See you guys in the off season, where we can make, you know, maybe a couple more moves, and we can complete this rebuild, hopefully. We did end off the second season with a 35-47 record, which I think is a great progression where we were at. I don't remember what record we had at the trade deadline, but we definitely won more games than we lost going towards the end of the season, but it was probably too late to make the playoffs anyway. So other than that, guys, here were the player stats from last year. And I really like our team going into next year now that we have Andre Drummond, who we made a trade for the trade deadline. Obviously, it was a little too late, but we don't have our first round pick. The Knicks do, so not going to worry about it. They took Joe Harris. Just kidding, Jason Harris. I'll go ahead and sign him because he's a 19-year-old. We could always turn him into something good. We have Justin Jackson, who's a free agent, and Isaiah Roby, which is fine. And then let's go to the moratorium day. And we did get Andre Drummond, though, so we're probably not going to have like any money in cap space. So Justin Jackson's a free agent. So yeah, like no, oh wait, I don't want to renounce Isaiah Roby. So what do we got? So we have DeLon Wright and Jalen Brunson, which is good. Anthony Edwards and Seth Curry, which is good. Luka at the small forward, which is great. Obviously, we can bring back Justin Jackson, Maxi Kleber, and Kristaps. And we have Andre Drummond and Boban Marjanovic. So everything is good. I mean, the only thing I really want to do is probably bring back Justin Jackson. I think that's the only thing that needs to be done. I don't think there's anybody else out there. Obviously, we could afford. I mean, we got Andre Drummond, so probably not gonna be able to afford anyone else out here, if I'm completely honest with you. So Justin Jackson's looking like the best available player to just go out there and get back. We can get Key Zhao. Not gonna do that. Justin Jackson, KCP, DJ Redick, Evan Fournier. We have plenty of backups as far as I'm concerned, though. So Justin Jackson, I'll go ahead and give him a 2-year deal just to go ahead and bring him back to Dallas. Or what we could do. Yeah, I'm going to just bring him back to Dallas. That way he can be a nice backup small forward for the foreseeable future. And we'll do that. Other than that, guys, I think that's the only thing I'm really going to do this offseason. I really like our rotation that we're about to have. I think it's going to lead us to the playoffs, hopefully. And other than that, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and zoom into the end of next season. You guys saw the rotation last year. It's going to stay relatively the same. So let's go ahead and see if we can make the playoffs this third and maybe even final season. At the end of this third and likely final season, depending on how these playoffs go, James Harden is your most valuable player. Cade Cunningham is your rookie of the year on the Miami Heat. Sixth man of the year goes to Sekou Demboya on the Detroit Pistons. Defensive player of the year goes to Gobert. Most improved goes to James Wiseman on the Indiana Pacers. And Doc Rivers is your coach of the year. All-NBA first team. And here's your All-NBA second team. All-NBA third team. Luka makes the All-NBA third team, which is cool to see. And then all-defensive first team and all-defensive second team. All-rookie first team and all-rookie second team. But other than that, guys, we are the 7th seed. Wow. Wow, we went 49-33 and we're the 7th seed. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. But other than that, let's go and see what these player stats are looking like. We had 22 points from Kristaps, 21 from Luka, and about 6 to 8 point rebounds and 7.5 assists. Anthony Edwards with 16.5 points, Andre Drummond with 13.5, Jalen Brunson with 13, and Justin Jackson with 9.4. Seth Curry with 8.5, DeLon Wright with 8 as well. Max Kleber 4.7, and Boban didn't get any minutes, which that's a huge mistake. But other than that, guys, let's go and see if we can knock off the Houston Rockets. This is going to be the battle of the Texas teams. It would be very shocking to knock them off because they're always pretty good in 2K, but we're up 2-0 to start as I'm speaking. Can we go up 3-1? No. 2-2, 3-2 for us? Okay, can we win in 6, please? Win in 6? Okay, going to a Game 7. Game 7 situation. Game on the line. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can just beat the Houston Rockets in Game 7. Looking pretty good in the first quarter here. Don't blow it, man. Don't freaking blow this, dude. 105 to 140. Ugh, I hate 2K, man. I really hate it, man. All right, so what I'm going to do, run it back one more season with the same team, I think, just because I think we still have the potential to obviously win a championship with this team. Going to keep everything the same. Let's go ahead and run it back. At the end of the final season for this rebuild, we have James Harden winning MVP. I just said Harding. It sounded like I said Harding. I meant Harden. So, Rookie of the Year goes to Frank Howard. DeJounte Murray is your 6th man of the year. Gobert's defensive player. Most improved goes to Jalen Green. And coach of the year goes to my man, Greg Popovich, who we did hire. Fired Rick Carlisle. I just kind of wanted to maximize our potential of possibly going far. And then here's your All-NBA first team. All-NBA second team. We do get a Luka Doncic appearance and a Kristaps Porzingis appearance as well. Awesome stuff. We are the first seed in the Western Conference this time. Tell me this ain't our year to win the championship, man. Tell me this ain't our year. We should be able to do it. 24 points from Kristaps, 21, 18 from Anthony Edwards, 12 and 12. 12. Yeah, I mean, these are the stats that we are working with, and they all look pretty good. Let's at least make it to the Western Conference Finals, if anything else. So we're facing the New Orleans Pelicans in the first round. We're up 1-0, 2-0. Can we just go ahead and sweep the Pelicans in the first round, please? Sweep them. 3-1, gentlemen sweep. 3. Okay, we win in 5 games. Now we're facing the 5th-seeded Golden State Warriors. Let's go ahead and see if we can beat. Hold on, I forgot to do something real quick. So I know you guys have been wanting to do this, or wanting to see this. So Pelicans had Zion. They had Marc Gasol as well, Jackson Hayes, Alonzo Trier, Drew Holiday still. And then the Warriors have Curry, Russell, Jerry Foster. A lot of guards on their roster. A lot of guards, because Klay Thompson's basically a guard as well. But we're down 1-0 to start it out. So hopefully we can come back. We're up, or we even it up. 2-1 for them. 2-2, 3-2 for us, please. 3-2 for them. All right, man. We got to come back, man. I am not trying to lose to the Golden State Warriors in the second round. I'm trying to go to the championship, man. I'm trying to win a championship this season. Please come back. In the end, let's go 126-123. Kristaps led the way with 35 points. We're at home for Game 7. Let's go ahead and finish the Golden State Warriors here and bury them because I'm tired of them winning a championship. It's so annoying, and please come. Oh, I hate this game, man. We just got blown out, dude. Oh my god. All right, so let's just go ahead and see who wins the championship here. I guess this will be the end. Wow, we just lost in 7 to the Golden State Warriors. And we are going to see the Lakers and the Sixers. The Lakers are up to, okay, no, the Sixers are going to win in 5 or 6. No, the Lakers make the Sixers blow a 3-1 lead. And LeBron James is your finals MVP. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Of course, subscribe if you haven't already. But this is Crushables, and I'm saying peace.